Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to my video on how to get delay sounds out of a reverb pedal. In this case, the TC Electronic Hall of Fame 2 Mini. This will work with all the TC Electronic reverb pedals. We're going to hook this thing up to their tone print editor and show you how to dial it in to get delay sounds and reverb sounds out of it, both with the editor and without the editor. You'll need to make some changes to the pedal in the editor. See, I got the pedal. I'm going to hook it up to my computer. I've got a Les Paul Special with P90s. I got a Morgan MVP 23 and a 112 cabinet, and we'll get to it. Okay, so the key to this is going to be adjusting the pre-delay setting on the pedal. So I've got the Hall of Fame hooked into my computer right now. I'm in the tone print editor so that I can show you how to do this and set the pedal up so that you can adjust this. And then afterwards, I'm going to show you how to set the pedal up so you don't need the editor to do it. Okay, so right now we just got this set up for a typical wet reverb type sound. Sounds a little like this. Okay, so pretty typical, but how do we make that reverb sound into a delay sound? All right, so understand that reverb and delay are, they're pretty similar, right? So they both take the note that we played and make a copy of it after it's played. And reverb puts a trail or a decay on the copy of the note. And delay has no decay on the note, but it puts a period of time in between when you play the note and when you hear the copy of it. We can do that with a reverb pedal too. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna turn the decay all the way down as far as it'll go. That way the copy of the note has no trail on it, there's no decay, it's just an accurate copy of the note that we played. And we're going to turn the pre-delay up. So I'll start with a sound that's around about 110 milliseconds or so. And what this is doing is it's increasing the amount of time between when we play the note and when we hear the copy of it. So essentially it's making it into delay. So let me turn the level up on this a little bit so you can hear it. Now, the sounds that I'm dialing in, they're going to be a little more wet, like a little over the top compared to what I would normally do, but it's just so you can hear the delay sound and what it's doing. So it's, you know, a little less than subtle. But this is like an old school country slapback delay at about 110 milliseconds. And it sounds something like this. So not a terrible country slapback delay out of a reverb pedal. You know, we can obviously tailor the delay sound to how we want it and add more high end, add some modulation, whatever we want to do to it. But this is how you start to get delay sounds out of this thing. So this is a good point probably to mention the limitations of this. And there are two. Number one, I'm going to turn this up to max for the next sound. And you can see for this pedal, it's about 300 milliseconds. So you're not going to be able to do any delay sounds that are past 300 milliseconds, but in my opinion, it's enough to do some cool tones, as you'll be able to see in a minute. But the other main limitation of this is you get one repeat. It's not like a delay pedal where you're going to be able to turn a feedback knob up and get 3 or 4 repeats. It's going to be one repeat. But again, enough to do some cool sounds. And with that, I will show you another one. Turn things up a little bit over here, and we'll do like a dotted 8 type tone. And that's going to sound a little bit like this. So again, not a terrible dotted 8 type sound, delay tone out of a reverb pedal. So I'll do a third tone for you. And again, this one's going to be a little over the top. I'm going to set it up, and I'll probably wind up butchering this a little bit, but we're going to put a little modulation on it. And I think this will be something that you're probably going to recognize. So an Echoplex type delay tone out of a reverb pedal. And again, not a terrible one. We could fine tune this a little, make it sound better, but yeah, so 3 pretty decent delay sounds out of a reverb pedal. So this is again set up by, adjusting the pre-delay and the decay in the tone print editor. And I'm going to show you how to set the pedal up now so that you don't need to mess around with the editor in order to get these sounds on the fly. So what you're going to want to do is go into the mapping. And this allows you to assign whatever parameter you want to the 3 knobs on the pedal. So right now we got it set up for decay, level, and tone. I'm going to say you need the decay knob. You probably need the level knob as well, but you don't necessarily need this tone one. So what we can do, and instead of having that be a tone knob, we can set it to adjust the pre-delay on the pedal, right? So now what you've got is a decay knob, a level knob, and a pre-delay knob. And you can turn that pre-delay down to get reverb tones. You can turn it up to get delay type tones, and you can use the decay to adjust that. So if we save this and we go back over to the pedal, I'll show you how that works in real time to adjust it. Okay, so we're not going through the editor anymore. We've adjusted, or rather reassigned, our tone knob to be a pre-delay knob instead. And I'm going to show you how to get those sounds just on the fly with this pedal without having to dive into the editor. So our first sound over here, just our wet delay one, we got the pre-delay low, got the decay set up pretty high, and the level's kind of in the middle. So for the slapback, what we're going to want to do is turn the decay all the way down for any of the reverb settings, or what I want to do all the way down. And we're going to turn our tone knob, which is now pre-delay, up maybe about halfway. That's about right for the slapback. And here's the slapback. And say we want to turn the pre-delay. Again, tone is reassigned to pre-delay up to that 300 milliseconds, and go to that dotted 8 sound. Pretty easy to get back to the regular reverb sound if you want. Just turn the decay up a little bit and we're back to normal reverb. So yeah, that's it. So with this method, you can get both reverb and delay sounds out of your Hall of Fame 2 on the fly at your feet without needing the editor, but you do need to reassign that knob. So yeah, I hope this gives you some concepts to work with. This has got some potential to work with other reverb pedals, but this is how you would do it with a Hall of Fame 2 Mini. And yeah, I hope this is helpful to you. As usual with any of my videos, feel free to leave a comment. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one. Thanks.